from Miami Marlins Park.
That is not Andy Reid.
No. That is a female Andy Reid impersonator. Here's the best outfit ever. Unpassing kick. Wow, that's pretty good. Hey, by the way, no coach has more W's without a title than Andy Reid. He is 60 minutes from changing that narrative. He says, please get me off this board. The Chiefs' chief is with Michael Irvin.
Brad Pitt.
Yeah, no, listen, Brad Pitt, University of Missouri also.
Hey.
So I'm happy for him that he's all in with us.
Oh, I'm sorry, Coach. I was hear everything. How you doing, Coach?
Man, I got to stand up for you.
Well, I appreciate that, Coach. I appreciate it. How's everything, buddy?
Everything's good. Yeah, and I appreciate it, Mike.
Coach, I don't mean to cut in, but I do mean to cut in because I got to get you here on live TV.
Yeah.
I did just do it, Coach. Coach, talk to me about this, Coach. You know, you've done everything. They were just talking about all the wins except winning a Super Bowl ring. How important is it to you to get a Super Bowl ring?
Well, you'd slight it if you said it wasn't important. I mean, we're here. The guys have worked their tail off for it. The coaches have worked hard. And so I'm fired up about that. I'm not a lot into me, but I'm into winning games, and this would be a great one to win.
And you've won a lot of games, Coach, and people like me, we think you're one of the greatest coaches ever, but then there are a lot of people that says you need that Super Bowl ring to be in that conversation. What do you say to those people?
Well, let's get after this team right here. That's where I'm at right now.
That's all you. I understand,
Man,
Coach.
it's a
Word about
privilege that I've had you interview him. He's great. That's all.
And I appreciate it, Coach. It's been 50 years. 50 years since the Chiefs have gotten here. You've gotten them back here, Coach. What do you say to Chiefs Kingdom, who have always filled that stadium for that long drought?
That's right. No, they're phenomenal, man. They make the ground shake. We played the Cowboys a few years back. They set the decibel record for loudest stadium in the NFL, and literally you could feel the ground shake. And I've never been on a field like that, so that was unbelievable.
Coach, you guys made a decision to move up in the draft and draft Patrick Mahomes a couple years ago, man. Yourselves, what was it that you saw so special in him, and how could you have seen, or did you believe you guys would be here in 3 short years?
Well, you never know about the time getting here, but you knew he was going to be great. Brett Veach said it. He said he's our general manager. He said it's the greatest player he'd ever seen. So, and that's quite a tribute to the kid. And now that I've been around him as much as I have, and you've watched him play, he's pretty doggone good.
He's a phenomenal player, Coach. One, before I let you go, Coach, one thing, we always have fun with you and Coach Steve Mariucci. Coach Mariucci say he started you, Coach. He put you in this game. What message can you send to our Coach Mariucci?
Well, listen, Mooch was a heck of a coach, man, and he's even better on the telephone, man. He can roll now. He's in the perfect place right now, although he's a heck of a football coach, too. He's a dear friend, man. Yeah.
He is a great man, and we both love him, Coach. We love you too, Coach. And I love the shirt, man. It's a great shirt.
I've got one for you. It's a little smaller than this one, but I got one for you.
Well, you guys make sure you send it to me. I will wear it. I will wear it. See, I'm going to be wearing that Chiefs shirt next. All right, well, Chris, get back to you, buddy.
All right, Irv, thanks very much. Rejoined in studio by Steve Mariucci and Maurice Jones-Drew. That's one of your best friends in the NFL circles, huh?
Well, and we cut our teeth together in the National Football League at Green Bay, and John Gruden was there, and Dick Duran, and all kinds of guys that had chances to be head coaches. Oh, there it is. There's a 92 staff.
Was this for somebody's wedding?
That's in the front lobby of the Packer facility. Now, of course, they have the new Lambeau. And
that mustache is still there for Andy Reid, huh?
Look at that, Dick Duran, and you got Ray Rhodes and Sherm Lewis. And
what's your best Andy story?
Oh God, I got a million of them. But we shared an office. He had tight ends, I had quarterbacks. But here's how we first met. Okay. So we're in the Midway Motor Lodge. It's a vacation spot over there in Green Bay. All right. So that's where we stayed, and we had a chance to go get our wives and then do some house hunting. You know, when we first got hired, but we hadn't met each other yet. Well, at about 1 o'clock in the morning, this is January I'm talking about, the fire alarm goes off. So what do you do? What do you do when you hear a fire alarm? You go,
I sleep through it.
I hope this thing shuts off soon, right? Well, it kept going and kept going. So instead of just running out of there, I just want to find out if something's happening. So after a while, I opened the door, and I look down the hallway. Oh, and here's this big red head coming out of another doorway, down about 3 doors down. And he went, Mariucci? And I went, Reid? He goes, yeah, hey. So we went out and met. The fire alarm's still going on, okay? We wanted to see if anybody was going to evacuate the building. So we met, and I had my tighty whities on, and he had his underwear on. And so we were meeting right there. That's how we met for the first time. And we've been like this ever since.
I bet you if you meet a man in your tidy whities, you better be like this.
We didn't leave the room either. It finally went off.
If you're lucky, you can reenact it in South Beach this week.
Okay.
You never know.
Yeah.
That'll be a good look for you down there. Okay, so guys, 221 career wins. That includes playoffs. If he gets a W this weekend, is he bound for Canton?
Heck yes.
No question.
Heck yes. I mean, I don't want to say he's going to be there unless he wins some, because maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. But let me just tell you this. He's got 221 wins already. He's sixth all time. In 2 more years, he's going to leapfrog Curly Lambeau. And he's not retiring anytime soon, guys. Right. He's got this young quarterback joined at the hip, and they're going to win a lot of games together. So this guy's going to have 300 and some wins, maybe, and we'll see where it goes. But he's a Hall of Famer.
Well, it's crazy because 221 wins, and you haven't had an opportunity to win the Super Bowl. You had one chance 15 years ago to go. To me, that tells you how hard it is to get there, right? First and foremost, just to get to the Super Bowl. And then once you get there, how tough it is to win it. And they put together a great team, assembled a great team. You brought in Tyrann Mathieu, that defense kind of changed around. And all of a sudden, like you said, you have this young quarterback who can do it all, right? And so it's going to be interesting to see how they kind of game plan, how him and Eric Bieniemy game plan. Are they going to be aggressive like Doug Peterson was in the Super Bowl against the Patriots? Are you going to go out there and try to take it to him? Or are you going to sit back and kind of let the game come to the young quarterback?
One of the names you just mentioned, Tyrann Mathieu. I imagine this has been a very, very emotional journey. And coming up next, we'll hear more from the Kansas City Chiefs and their free agent acquisition. MJD, you going dancing this week down in Miami?
I don't like to cut rug with just anybody.
Right.
Cut rug. Can't do it with just anybody. I got to know you if we're going to dance.
More from the Chiefs media session coming your way here on opening night in Miami, Florida. Now, during the NFL's 100th anniversary, we've been running a special series called Generations. That's where an active player hangs out with a legend. They're usually cats and dogs. They do not get along, especially when they're from LSU in Georgia. But tonight, Tyrann Mathieu and Hall of Famer Champ Bailey seem like a perfect match.
Behind me the whole ceremony. Before I went up there, he was like, Champ, I ain't never heard you speak before. And then when I got done, he's like, man, I didn't know you could speak like that.
Speaking of Cloud 9, Tyrann Mathieu, 7th season, making his Super Bowl debut, and this is what it was like for him via the Insta as he went out on stage when the Chiefs got introduced tonight. And now he's got his own podium, and he's hanging out with his mentor, primetime Deion Sanders.
How you doing, sir? Are you excited, man?
Blessed, grateful. So happy to be here.
I saw you walk out on that stage, and you turned around as if you was signifying, I'm here. Not just for the people at the crib, the naysayers, the haters, everybody.
Yeah, we here. It's a blessing, man. So grateful that I could be healthy, have a clear mind, a clear heart, to be on this stage in front of the world. Everybody that doubted me, everybody that believed in me, everybody that supported me. Shout out Pat P. I'm ready. I'm ready to do it. I feel like this is a build-up of everything I've been through, and to be on this stage, I'm going to embrace it.
When I met you years ago, I met you as the Honey Badger, but I know you as Tyrann. Tell me the difference.
I think the Honey Badger is just this guy that, shows up when the lights come on, and, I think Tyrann is who I am every day, right? Even when I'm the Honey Badger, right? He's this guy that's personal, he's passionate. He loves people that stand with him, next to him. And I'm proud of Tyrann, because Tyrann is who he is. He accepts himself for who he is. And, I think he understands he don't have to be anything but Tyrann.
I know Tyrann, man. I love Tyrann. I've been fighting for Tyrann for years. And I should have to. But you've had to fight for everything that you've gained, man. Explain that to us.
It's been a challenge, and, I wouldn't have wanted any other way. Although I regret a lot of things I've been through because, it was stupid decisions I made, but, I reflect on it a lot, and, what I get from it is that I think it built me up to be who I am today, and that's tough, right? That's accountable, that's respectable, responsible, so grateful for what I went through.
I was at practice this past Friday, and I was watching Mahomes. I was watching Kelsey. I was watching a lot of things. But you know what caught my eye? You worked your butt off, man. I mean, you practiced like a dog, like it was game day. And I went back and told my son, my team, everybody, my 7-on-7 team, you got to see this dude practice.
you know, that's what I try to do, Prime. I try to strain in practice. I try to stress myself out. I wanted to be as hard as possible, you know, and I want to go as hard as possible because I know game day, you know, a lot of things slow down for me. I feel comfortable. I feel relaxed. I know my opponent. And I think the only way to be able to do that is to put yourself through the test. And that's what I try to do Monday through Friday. I try to strain myself and put myself through a vicious test, you know, each and every day.
What advice have you gotten to handle this week? Festivities, game, and activities.
To really just stay focused on a goal, right? And that's bringing home a championship. You know, it'll be a lot of great opportunities that come our way. You know, being here, whether it be marketing or off the field things, all those things are cute and it's cool. But I think being a champion really outweighs all that. So, you know, it'll be a real disservice for us to get here, for us to be as good as a team we are, you know, and not bring that championship back to Kansas City. I think that's the only goal we got right now.
Everybody told me you got Mahomes and you got Tyron. That's the leaders of this team. I'm proud of you, dog. Straight up.
Appreciate it, man.
Back to you guys.
Tyrann Mathieu, a Super Bowl rookie. Richard Sherman, a Super Bowl vet. Get ready to play in the big game for a third